Hello everyone. Thought I'd give you a little update here from sunny Fairbanks, Alaska. Although it looks like this is going to be the lull before the storm. I believe they're forecasting 8 to 12 inches of snow between now and Sunday. But yeah, I thought I would just touch base with everyone. Had numerous requests or questions about the house, whether we were going to sell it or not, and we are. It's going to be put on the market the end of April, and we've got contractors coming in to just spruce it up, basically paint. We're going to be out of town most of the month of April, so thought it would be a good time to get that done. And yeah, put it out there and we'll see how long it takes to sell. I'll switch around here to the camera view. I'm actually standing down at the bottom of the driveway. We have had quite a bit of late season snow. Not really unusual for this time of the year. I'm just going to pan around and kind of let you see the community. We have some great neighbors. A number of them work out at Eielson, and yeah, we're going to miss the neighbors, no question about it. Hard to believe that we have actually been here that long. It just seems like yesterday that we actually built this house. But I started looking back, and it's been about 10 years. Just amazing how time slips by. But we've had a great time here in Fairbanks. But as with most people, we have issues back home, which we consider the East Coast, that need to be taken care of. And so we are going to sell the house. And you can see we still have Christmas decorations up. That's pretty normal here too. It's like Christmas 7 or 8 months a year here, because you have winter for about 7 months. And it looks like it's holding on to its grip this year, which we kind of expected. It's about 10 degrees here today. I'm just walking up the driveway, and you can see the house from here. The house is fairly unique for this area. It was built with the correct gambrel roof angles. I see so many up here that are not. And this is actually a copy of one my dad and I built when I was in my 20s. Well, actually it was a restoration. And I'll post a link to the video that actually shows the one we restored. It started life as a barn. This one, of course, looks like a barn, but it was always built to be a house. And it's been a very comfortable house for us. I won't bore you with the details of the construction. That's kind of my interest. I'm the technical person. But the side walls are all 2x12 construction, so it was framed in 2x12s. The roof is a truss roof. You can see all of that in the link that I'll post with the video. It ended up testing out as a 5-star plus home, which was very good, and it shows in the heating. I have hard numbers on it. because that's the kind of thing that I keep up with. Just depending on what you heat with. We have two heating systems, which is also unique to the house. You can operate it on fuel oil, which is what it's being operated on this year, or propane. And on the off chance that natural gas is ever installed, it would be an easy conversion. It's just a simple matter of jetting. But it looks like this year on fuel oil alone, no wood stove fire. We didn't burn a fire this year because I wanted to see about what the fuel consumption was. Looks like it's going to run by the end of heating season, which I really think of as the end of April, 1st of May. I believe that we'll probably use about 500 gallons total. This house is about 2,800 square feet, 2-story. We live on the first floor. It has a garage on the second floor. I mean on the first floor. I probably had that backwards. So on the upper floor, I should say, is our living area. Downstairs, ground floor. Garage area for half of the house, length of the house. And it also has an apartment. The apartment has been rented ever since we built the house. We've had some great renters. Actually, a person here now, great young man. He works at Eielson, and just good people. We've been fortunate for that. So, thought I'd give you a quick walk around. It's already running longer than I thought it would. But give a quick walk around. We're going to put the house on the market for private sale. Like I said, the end of April. And it'll be available by mid-May. Contractors are coming in, like I said, to spruce it up while we're out of town. So we'll have a house setter here and also have the young man downstairs. I'm walking over to the garden area. Of course, this was all forest when we first bought the lots. There are actually 2 lots here. It's about 4.2 acres total. We have a moose fence up around the garden spot. We have plenty of moose here, so you have to have that or you're just feeding the wildlife. I built this garden shed back, I don't know, it's probably like the house. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago. I'm going to say 2 or 3 years ago though. And it's been a constant battle for the last 2 months to keep it dug out to get over here. Like I said, we've had a lot of late season snow. But back to the house. Just some quick facts on it. And it will vary somewhat from year to year, just depending on what the weather is, the heating. But good solid numbers on it. About 3.5 cords of wood if you're heating strictly with wood, and that is for the upper floor, of course, because that's where the stove is at. You still have to heat the lower floor because of the apartment. Takes about 150 gallons for that heating period, winter period, from September to the end of April. So it doesn't take much. Actually, the problem we have is it is so well insulated that many times we've had to have the door open at 30 and 40 below because it's too. So it looks like we were cut off. Sorry about that. My camera timed out. But I think I was talking about heating. So you can go back and listen to my comments on that. If you're using propane on the house for heat, it runs about 600 gallons for the heating period. Again, that is dependent on weather, but that's a pretty good solid number you can count on. On fuel oil, I think I'd mentioned earlier that it looks like it's going to be about 500 gallons or just shy of that for the heating period, winter time. The house does have indirect hot water heater, so it relies on the boiler for hot water year round. So you have abundant amount of hot water if you're willing to pay for the fuel to heat it with. You will not have a shortage of hot water. I'm going to try to keep this as short as I can because I can already tell I've gone a little longer than I thought I would because the camera timed out. Here's a shed I built back, not too long ago. Again, it doesn't seem like it's probably been about 3 or 4 years. Everyone says it's overbuilt, but I just don't like shacks. Some of the materials, siding, was left over from the home job, and I decided to utilize it. I hate to throw anything away, so this turned out to be a very good storage area. Here's the deck on the back of the house. We enjoy this very much. Use it quite often. I'll do a quick walk upstairs. Just do a quick scan of the deck for you. A lot of people will question, why do you have a hot tub? Believe me, I did too years ago when I came up here. One of the greatest things we ever installed. We sit up here and watch the Northern Lights at night. Just a great relaxer for us. And of course, during the summer, we use the deck. The deck, sadly, is used probably more than the house. That's what people find when they move up here. During the summer, you want to enjoy all the weather you can outdoors. And during the winter, of course, you don't want to enjoy too much weather outside when it's 30 or 40 below. But a quick dip in the hot tub is nice. On the back side here, this is an area that I cleared off with a crawler. You really can't tell much about it now just because it's so much snow. But it is our orchard. Genevieve and I love gardening, and we've had a great amount of enjoyment doing it up here. Cold crops are tremendous for gardening. They grow very well. We've had some huge cabbages, broccoli, like I said, cold crops. The orchard is about 1/3 of an acre, just over. It is all trellised. We have about 1,200 raspberry plants on the trellis portion. If you're into wine making, this is it. I would think that you could produce easily several hundred gallons of wine raspberry wine. We also have, I believe it's about 30 gooseberry plants, shrubs, about 20 honeyberries, and probably 35 or 40 gooseberries, and what else do we have? Also a fairly large plot of rhubarb. You will discover that rhubarb is the plant here in Fairbanks. Some people refer to it as a weed. It really grows. Tremendous history behind that. You can look it up online. That is a plant that thrives in Alaska. So I have never made rhubarb wine. I've had it. Very sweet wine. Very good. Like I said, if you're into winemaking, bingo, this is the spot. Well, I'm going to wind it down. I just want to do this quick video, which wasn't that quick because it looks like it's going to be 2 videos. But to show you what we had here. And like I said again, we're going to put it on the market. End of the month, we'll be back. And we'll see how it does. It appears that the houses here in our little subdivision have sold extremely quickly. Our next door neighbor, you can kind of see the top of his house over there. We hated to see them move. I think we left last April. I believe it was in April. Came back, saw that his house was on the market, and it was sold within days. I couldn't believe it. But it looks like that's the way most homes are here. They don't stay on the market long. But again, I would say the name, but I don't want to put it on the video. They were great neighbors. We have good neighbors. So anyway, let me get off of here, and I'll try to get this posted. I'll leave the links to some pictures, an album that we had when we were building the house, and give you some idea of the construction. And not going to do the interior today just because I don't have time. I'll let the contractors come in and do their painting, and if I get a chance, I'll do a quick walk around of that inside. Just some highlights. The upper floor, most of the upper floor is 14-foot vaulted ceilings. So it is a high ceiling house. And on the technical side, this will only interest technical geeks. The foundation on this house is a little different than traditional. You see a lot of shallow footings up here. I come from a building background, and the biggest fear that you will have in Alaska, well, in Fairbanks for sure, is ice. So we had this property drilled, test drilled. I was not going to build a house on ice. As I said, this is not a shallow footer house. This house has ICF forms on the bottom in the ground. They're 5 foot deep. Has about 350 yards of stone fill inside it. Makes a tremendous heat sink. Another reason for the ease of heating it. did not want the house shifting. So that's why I went that route. Cost is quite a bit more, but that's why I just did not want to worry with it. Nothing wrong with shallow footer homes. I just personally was going to build one this method because it's proven. Anyway, I think I've shown you enough of the house. Pretty boring. I will post all the details online, and look forward to seeing friends and family back in the lower 48 soon. So everybody have a great day, and we're going to hunker down for this forecasted snow. I'm kind of hoping that the weather forecast is wrong, but we will see. Right now it's a beautiful day. It's about 10 degrees outside, which is nice, really, for this time of the year. So anyway, take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.